Hello, happy Thursday. So I pulled out the cards for today and I pulled out the Eight of Cups. The overall cards are the Eight of Cups coupled with the Strength card. The energy is working for you today. I have the Hermit and I have the Ten of Wands. Negative energies for today are the World card with the Five of Wands, and the advice card I have the Three of Wands with the Temperance card. I am using the Vice Versa Tarot today, the Vice Versa Tarot. So we could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Leo, or a Virgo. Those are the cards that are popping up, okay? Or a Virgo. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the reading. So with the overall energy, I'm looking at the Eight of Cups and the Strength card in the Vice Versa Tarot. And both of them are kind of turned around. Both of them are, when I say turned around, both of them, you know how you have two sides to the Vice Versa deck? Both of them are kind of like on the back side, not the traditional view of the Eight of Cups. With this Eight of Cups over here, you haven't been able to quite walk away from something, okay? Especially coupled with the Strength card. Like I'm looking at the Devil. This is like right where I am trying to overcome a situation, and that's the overall energy. I'm trying to overcome a situation. I haven't quite overcame the situation yet. I'm trying to overcome. You see that shooting star? So it's like I'm wishing upon it. Some of you guys did the right work, especially during the full moon, to let go of maybe a toxic energy. It could be drugs that you're dealing with. That was the first energy I picked up. People who are dealing with drugs, okay? And it was like I'm wishing upon a shooting star. Some of you guys were doing the work, use the full moon, and right now you're looking for the strength. Maybe that's your wish. That's what I'm trying to get to, and that's the energy we're in today. I'm trying to overcome this situation. I'm trying to overcome what it is that I am going through. I'm trying to overcome that bind. That strength card is staring right at the Devil. Okay. And with the Eight of Cups, we have the shooting star in the back. But at the same time, with the Eight of Cups, they're sitting right there. They're sitting right there, looking at it, looking at the cups. Some of you guys could be dealing with alcoholism. Okay. So I'm staring there, just looking at how many drinks I have drank today, how many bottles of liquor on the wall. Okay. How many bottles of liquor on the wall? And I am wishing for to have strength, okay? I am wishing to have strength to overcome this situation. I feel like some of you guys are getting ready because as soon as you turn the cards, it's like when you turn the cards around, it's like I have strength. And on the other side, I have the Eight of Cups. One thing I've been able to One thing I've been able to know, because we all have our addictions, we all have a time where we're trying to get over a toxic situation. And there's that moment right before when you're sitting in that situation and you are dwelling on that situation. There's that moment of that low point where you're looking at it and it's like, I really want to get out of this energy. Okay. And I feel like that's where you're at. And on the other side of that is you walking away from it. So I just want to encourage you that this is also part of the process. That part of the process where you grieve. That part of the process where I'm. I feel like I have no strength. That part of process where you have to have faith. A lot of times when you go to like AA meetings or NA meetings, I've seen their books. I think I attempted to go to a NA meeting once for cigarettes when I was smoking cigarettes. And I got so embarrassed because people were happy to just be smoking cigarettes. Like they needed it. And here I am crying over this little thing. I got so embarrassed I had to walk off. Because I realized that wasn't the situation. Like I wasn't helping the people there. That's not. I probably needed people who were trying to quit smoking cigarettes. Everybody's on a different level, on a different path, and sometimes being in the wrong path, even though we're all trying to quit something, being on the wrong path. Some people were just celebrating coffee and cigarettes where I was trying to get rid of it. So, me being there was a defeat for them. It was just showing them. And, I realized that and walked away. So sometimes I don't know who that's for, but perhaps you need to be in the right groups. All right. So I'm going to just put that out there. But that's the energy we're dealing with today. Let's move on to the energies that are working for us. Okay. All right. So the energy that is working for us, I have the Hermit and I have the 10 of Wands. All right. The Hermit and the 10 of Wands. The Hermit, with the 9 of Wands, with the Hermit with the nine, um, I got the feeling you're right. You're about to let it go, especially with the 10 of Wands over here. With the 10 of Wands, we have this burden, and it's actually this burden is actually what do you call it? I want to say that it's disabling us, okay? But that is a good thing. It is a good thing. A lot of times we're under the perception that whatever issues that we're having or whatever addiction that we're having are not affecting us. When you start thinking it's not affecting me, it's not wrong, I can handle this, that's usually when you're in trouble. But when you actually realize that it's disabling you, that you're probably stuck, especially with that statue in the 10 of Wands, that I'm stuck in this particular situation. I'm stuck in this situation, especially with the Hermit. And the good thing is that you're hiding it. Everybody doesn't have to see that, okay? But when you get to that, level, it's actually a good thing for you today, okay? So we have the Hermit. Some of you guys may be going this alone, okay? You might be doing this alone. And sometimes, everybody can't come with you, all right? Sometimes everybody can't come with you with the Hermit energy over here. Everybody can't come with you. And with the 10 of Wands, it's like I'm at that point where I'm about to let this go and I'm doing it by myself, which is great. Everybody can't come with you. It'd be nice to have people, okay? But you're probably realizing again, I'm in the wrong groups trying to do this. All right. And with him crouched over like that, I see the disabling part. It's like I clearly see that this is disabling me, which is a good thing for you to see. And I have this Hermit, and it's interesting because the Hermit is holding a lantern, but he's also holding an egg. And that egg is going to be planted. He's looking for a place to plant his new egg, his new life, okay? What you are trying to bring in, okay? With the Hermit, he's leaving the group behind and going off by himself. And I really do see that. It's so funny because this Hermit, he has a snake around his wand that he's holding. He has a snake, which reminds me of the medicine. You know how when you're looking at that symbol of medicine or healing, it's usually like a snake wrapped around like a wand looking thing. And that's what I'm getting in my head. Like that's your medicine and you're seeing it, okay? Going it alone to drop this thing on my own. I'm not gonna have to venture out. I can't be with the rest of the group. So I'm really getting that vibe and that feeling for whoever it is. And that's working for you today. So go ahead and embrace that energy. All right. You might not be going the same path as everybody else is going. Sometimes we are all different. Okay. Especially when you are unique or you are a leader, what you are going to find is that um, you don't necessarily see everybody taking the path that you're taking because that's what it takes to be a leader. I'm going to have to break this path open. I'm going to have to go this path alone because I'm leading the forefront. Okay. I'm in the forefront. So I don't see anybody on my side. And a lot of times what helps is you could take other stories and kind of um, it's like you're gonna have to envision it in your journey. All right. Some people can just follow a journey and it works for them. And then some people have to create a journey. And in that case, you look at other people's journeys and you have to kind of envision your own journey. You know what I mean? You could kind of take their concepts, but um, you're going to have to change it or morph it or, modify it for your journey, if that makes any sense. Okay. All right. So we're just going to go ahead now and we're going to jump into the negative energies for us for the In the negative energies, I have the Five of Wands with the World card. Okay. Here's the thing that I'm getting. Don't fight this. Don't fight this new start. Especially, don't fight this new start. With the World card, it's like it's time to graduate and it's time to go into another level. And I feel like some of you guys are fighting the world. You're fighting the ending. There's an ending and we are going. We're graduating to a new world. All right. And it's funny because she's going from the stars to daytime. So it's like in this World card, she's envisioned what it is that she wants already. That's when we're in the stars. Okay. When we're looking at the stars, we're envisioning. When we get to the days and the sky, she's flying in the sky now. All right. And some of you guys are fighting. It could be that some of you guys, as you try to graduate into a new area, you might be met with conflict. So just be aware of that too. Everybody, especially with that volcano erupting over here, everybody ain't with you, evolving. Okay. When you're moving to a higher vibration, everybody ain't with it. There's always going to be a fight. That could be an energy working for you, okay? Everybody ain't with you evolving. Everybody ain't with you going to a higher level. There's always going to be that fight. Even if somebody isn't there to fight you, you will fight yourself. Demons will fight you. I always talk about the Bible saying it's the stronger man that overcomes. That's why it's a good thing to go about things the right way. Okay. If you're cleaning up, clean up the right way. Go through the process because if you do not build up your inner man, if somebody else comes in and they're the ones who clean you up, trust me, the minute that they leave, those same demons are going to come back and they're going to overtake you because you didn't take your time to build yourself up, to become that stronger man, okay? And that's what happens. That's why I have to go this journey alone with the Hermit card, okay? I have to go this journey alone. Sometimes a lot of people balance their energies out on other people. When that person leaves, you're going to go right back to where you came from. And that's why it is worth doing your own work. That's why it is worth doing your own work. Don't rely on other people. Don't rely on a boyfriend, okay? Don't rely on a family member. They're great to have. It's great if they support you, but do not let them completely be your crutch. All right. A lot of times, if something's going some way and that's how we establish it, and you want to go a different way, even if it's for the better, a lot of times you meet conflict. Nobody likes change. Nobody likes change. And that's the energy that's working for you. It's graduation time. We're going to a different level. But the problem is, you might run into, with the Five of Wands over here, you might run into conflict, okay? You might run into conflict. And that's just an energy that's working for you, but that's okay. As long as you're aware, you can overcome. Let's go on to the advice card for the day. Here's our advice card. I have the Three of Wands and the Temperance card. Okay? The Three of Wands is where we're waiting or we see something coming in. So you see it coming in. Some of you guys need to envision it coming in. See yourself. The Three of Wands is definitely the planning card. Some of you guys also have to remember there's that yin and yang balance. Over here, we got the fire and that water. Okay. Even with the hermit, it's interesting because I see his cape or his overcoat. The wind has blown it a little bit and you can see the blue underneath, yet he's holding fire. So there's a balance behind between that, okay? A lot of times for some of you guys, it's saying balance out that hot-headed fighting energy with a little calmness. Okay, some of you guys will have to neutralize that, especially with the temperance card over here. It's like balancing that energy. Some of you guys, in the midst of this, you might be losing your cool. Okay, and there's a need for you to find some grounding or some footing. Okay, some of you guys might be getting angry and that's what the issue is, and there's a need for you guys to balance yourself. And it's so funny because we have a lion and a bird. This bird kind of looks like a hawk, but it's all white. And it's funny because the lion, he rules the ground, but he can't rule the air. But the birds rule the air. And if you look at the temperance card, here we have an angel with one foot in the water and another foot on ground. Okay? So we're going to have to rule both sides of us, get both sides of you in control. You're going to have to find some balance. Some of you guys might be getting angry while you're detoxing, okay? But you're going to have to find some balance. All right? One foot in the water, one foot on land. All right? You're going to have to find some balance, you guys. All right? That's just something you have looking forward. But keep that vision and know that I feel like you have to know that part of the process means that you're going to be tipped off of balance, okay? Especially if you've been using substances. I don't know why I'm picking that up real strong. If you've been using substances to keep you balanced, part of the imbalance, you're going to be tipped off when you no longer have those substances. That's why we don't use substances, because it doesn't allow you to grow yourself. You have to rely on something else. So now that you're getting rid, same concept. Don't use people. Don't use drugs. Don't use alcohol. Don't use faulty systems. Those are all things to cover up your imbalance. We all have imbalance, and the challenge is we got to build ourselves up in that area. And I got a feeling that we were using something else to balance us out. And once that substance, once that person, once something else is gone, we find ourselves at an imbalance again. Know that that is part of the process and you have to do the inner work. Don't give anything, not you, not another person, not another substance, that much control over you. Don't give something else that control over you. All right. Know that it's part of the process. And as you see yourself getting imbalanced or hot-headed, your duty is to find a way to balance yourself out. And you might have to learn about yourself, okay? You might have to learn who you are. You might have to learn how you work, how you cope, what works for you, because you might not know yourself. You've probably been covering it up with something else. So find what works for you. All right? Okay, you guys. I guess the Scorpio full moon did work. It did put an end to a lot of people's things. And now we're trying to figure out how to balance ourselves out now that we no longer have that in our life. Okay. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful day.